I just want to say the last girl ate down.
Next time I do street interviews, I'm getting ID. I'm getting IDs for the
Where you said a point where, you know, women should be in the kitchen. Well, first of all, I'm from Ireland and I have a podcast called Get the Gist, Follow the Vibes. But yeah.
No. I'm just like over here, like I always say privilege is invisible to those that have it. Do you think a 16-year-old guy would be able to get like certain things like in life? Like, not at all. They're invisible. Nobody gives a fuck, right? So that right there, her being able to come on the mic and say all these things or whatever it may be, like, that proves my point that like men and women live different lives completely.
No, I feel like a 16-year-old boy, if he was educated enough, could come on and speak his mind.
No, it's fine. Go ahead. What's your
no, you said
discussion?
Women should stay in the kitchen?
Yes.
But to be honest,
or in her case, stay at home.
Oh, we're not talking about her now because she ate down. We're moving on to me. So you said that women should be in the kitchen. I think cooking is a life skill, to be honest. Everyone should learn how to cook, to be honest. So that's my, counter argument.
To be honest, I don't think everyone should learn how to cook. Do you know how it is a life skill, but some people really don't need it? Like high earning guys in the city, for what? Like, they're going to take 45 minutes. Like, they're going to take an hour out of their day to cook when they could just order something. I don't know. I don't think it's...
Your point.
Everyone should learn how to cook?
Yeah. It's a life skill.
Sure. But that doesn't refute that women should still be in the kitchen.
Like, it's a life skill. Where do you cook?
So, this is what I'm saying. When men deal with women, right, we have to bring a lot of value to the table.
Okay.
Okay?
Everyone brings value.
No, women really don't. And I'll explain why.
To you.
Okay, who's pickier, men or women?
1 second. Do you have a missus? Do you have a girl?
That's irrelevant to the question.
No, like, I just don't know context.
I'm asking you.
I want to get to know you.
That's irrelevant. We're having an objective discussion. Okay. I'm asking you. Who's pickier, men or women?
Men are so picky. Men who know their value anyways. Men who, like, have worth or have self-worth, they are very picky.
Okay.
Yeah.
In general, who's pickier, men or women of the opposite gender?
Women aren't picky, to be honest. Like, women need three things. What the main thing women need in this life is to feel safe.
Okay, again, the question is...
Yeah,
if that was true, then why are women getting drunk at 2 a.m. in Miami? Do you know what I mean? Come on.
Who is pickier?
Men.
Okay, see, we can't even have a real conversation because that's biologically incorrect.
Why is it biologically incorrect?
Because women have far more standards for men than men have of women.
But to be honest, like, would you say you're a man that's making money and, like, is doing well?
Yes.
You'd be picky. You look picky.
But I got in a position where I can afford to be picky now.
Exactly. Women have gone to the position to feel picky.
No, they're not. A woman could be 18 years old and be picky and brought nothing to the table. That's the point I'm trying to make here.
But can I tell you something? I think it's how you view.
That's true. That's true.
Because you can be 16 and be picky. Like, you can be like, I actually want a poodle instead of a Rottweiler. You can actually be picky. Like, that was a very lazy example, but you can be picky too. I think being picky is very subjective. Everyone
okay, let's go through this because I don't know if you're debating in bad faith if you can't make simple biological concessions on the discussion.
Okay,
it's very simple.
Biological, right? So
yes.
Men, woman.
Yes.
Coochie, penis.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, because everything starts there.
Right.
So once we start there, that men and women are different. They're not the same.
Okay, so
let's go into
from
okay. You gotta stop. You gotta stop.
Sorry.
Because I'm trying to explain the concept here and why you're not correct.
Okay, go on.
Men and women are different.
Yes.
Men are looked at as protectors, providers, leaders.
Yeah.
Women are looked at as nurturers, and they want a man that's stronger than them that's going to take care of them. So in other words, women have far more requirements of men than men have of women. Okay? Women are more selective. Why? Because they carry children. Yeah. They can only bring one child to term per year. So when they do have a seed put in them, they need to make sure it's from the best man that they can get. Women want quality, men want quantity.
Yeah.
Okay? So, since women want quality, by definition, okay, they're more selective than men are.
Right.
Okay? So, what I'm saying is, since men don't ask for much, what we really ask for, the things matter less. Or sorry, excuse me, the things matter more.
Right.
So since we don't ask for much.
Would I go on Fresh and Fit for another podcast? It'd be nice to see you on there again. The last time I was on there, they got like on a fight in studio. If I could do a podcast with women that are less like, not right now. I'm sure I'll go back on. I'm a big fan, but right now I don't feel that way because that like it's exhausting.
We want peace, maybe some food, you to not be a whore.
Right.
3 things really.
Yeah.
Each of those things have way more weight.
Yeah.
So what I'm arguing is if a woman can't be in the kitchen and cook, she's effectively significantly more useless because we don't ask for much.
Okay.
Whereas a guy, he can be ugly, but he can make up for that in other ways.
Yeah.
He could go ahead and get money. He could be charming. He could be charismatic. He can have some status. Men can make up for their lack of sexual market value.
Okay.
Women really can't. If you're a whore or you're ugly or you don't do what you're supposed to do, you're effectively
crazy.
Useless.
Those
because
words
men
are
and women are
crazy.
not the same with how we mate select.
Okay.
Okay, that's very important. Since we mate select in completely different ways, we look for different things.
Yeah.
So when a woman can't cook or isn't in the kitchen, a part of her duties, she's basically...
Yeah, so I don't see cooking being as needed for men anymore because a lot of men can cook. And a lot of men, especially in cities, like I just know a lot of guys that make decent money that don't care. They Uber Eats. Now, that being said, I would say the most like the biggest deficit is likability in women. That's what I would say is the biggest deficit. And that's when I see the same thing Bonnie Blue has in like a weird way. I know she's a whore. But it's like this, she's argumentative, cutting him off, rude, disrespectful. Men will put up with whores, to be honest, if the whore is nice. But women just are nice. Men, yeah, we can outsource most things except for reproduction. I don't, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong, but when I look at what my brothers want and were looking for, I just didn't see cooking to be that high on the list because they can, it's a bonus. It's nice. But, and I'm not saying this, and I'm not, but that's just what I see, I do, like, I think a lot of women cook to make up for terrible personalities. But I think the personality is a bigger deficit than the cooking.
Absolving. So why am I even with her?
To be honest, like, a woman should learn how to cook as a man should. But obviously,
cooking is the act of wanting to serve your family. Well, you could say that. But all I'm saying is the demand isn't what it used to be. No, we don't put up with hoes. Steve M., you might not. But can we not pretend that men don't? Every hoe I knew in college is currently married. Everyone. The kids, Pearl. The cooking for the kids. Yeah, but women are having 1, maybe 2 kids. I know families that Uber Eat for 4. You know what I mean? Like you can get, I'm not saying you should, right? It's very frivolous, but all I'm saying is this is not the demand it used to be. I would wife up Bonnie Blue and let her do half the planet as long as she gets the likes and shares. My peace is more important. Yeah, that's how I would say the number one skill is not being annoying.